Hello everyone, my name is Christine and welcome to this latest episode where we are going to be building with Claude Code. And where we left off last time, we got a chance and a test of how to use the Model Context Protocol or the MCP server to enhance the capabilities of Claude Code. And in this next episode, as we continue to build with our app, we are going to be diving into a few more features, and we'll see as we go along what those are. So if we look at where we had left off, we had actually set up React TypeScript, the ESLinter was configured, and we also had Tailwind all set up. And Claude Code was ready to take us to the next step. And I kind of just wanted to hold off a little bit because I actually want it to just say, update the implementation plan with what's been completed. And so here is a really nice way that you can actually get Claude Code to go ahead and see what it's already done as well. It's going to look at docs and read some of the information in there, the implementation plan. And then based on that and looking at the code it's done, it's going to go ahead and set that up. And I like to kind of like keep that up to date. Let's go ahead and say yes to that. And before it does the TinyBase thing, I do actually want it to initialize a Git repo. So I'm going to just stop it in its tracks a little bit and say, could you actually create a Git repo? You know what? Before I do that, I wanted to add an MIT license file. So no, I just want to create an MIT license file because eventually I'll just put this up there as open source. And again, Ed knows what an MIT license file. It can go and fetch that information. It helps me from not having to do too much of the work. And you see that file all set up. And thank you for doing that. And I also wanted to go to the next step where I wanted to create a GitHub repo with the README so we can get up and running on this. Now, so long as I have like the GitHub CLI installed locally, which I do, it should be able to actually run those commands. But here it's setting up the README. As you can tell, I didn't read it too closely, but I know that's probably not a bad thing. Again, I've got the Git CLI, so it's going to go ahead and set up a Git repo in here. And so you can see that a lot of files are in there. And yes, I definitely do want to git ignore as well. So it creates that as well at the top level. And this is always really useful. You can always check it out and see if it's got everything you need. For example, the node modules. And again, it says git add stage all the files for commit. Really, really important that you should keep up to date. Just keep checking in as much as you can. So yes, I do like the messages that it's giving. And so we've got our initial commit all set up to go. So we can now continue to work on the rest of the process with some confidence. I do not actually want to set this up remotely, so I'll say no, we will not create remote repo just yet. Okay, we can do that later on at the end when we've got the project in a good state. And the good thing is it automatically checked off that that's complete, and now it should be ready to go on to the next step. All right, so in this very short episode that we worked on, we have gotten to the point where it wants to install TinyBase, and that might be a little bit more involved. So we're going to wait and do that in the next episode. But in this particular episode, we're able to actually do a really important step, which is create source control locally for our changes to set us up for what we're going to be doing in the future with the ability to revert. We also used Claude to check off the implementation items. And so we're ready for full on tilt for the next episode, where we're actually going to continue and add local first in-memory data store as we continue to build our app and the UI. So looking forward to seeing you at the next episode.